Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me, respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
We told you so, we saw it coming. The signs were clear, no point in running. You tried to fight, we saw you falling. We told you so, you weren't listening. The sky was dark, the storm was brewing. The thunder rolled, your doubts consuming. You closed your eyes, ignored the warning. We told you so in every morning. We told you so, you can't deny it. The truth was there, you tried to hide it. We warned you once, we warned you twice. We told you so, it's no surprise. The echoes of our words now haunt you. The things you tried to push behind you. The clock is ticked, the moment's gone. We told you so, it's the same old song. Now here we stand, the world is shaking. The choices made, your heart is breaking. We offered love, but you refused it. We told you so, but you confused it. We told you so, you can't deny it. The truth was there, you tried to hide it.
Jake, don't hide it.
We warned you once, we warned you twice. We told you so, it's no surprise.
Shouldn't be any surprise.
Trying to show you love, Jake.
We waited all day to hear from you, Jakey boy.
Doesn't work on days that and we're wide.
We told you so, you can't deny it. The truth was there, you tried to hide it. We warned you once, we warned you twice. We told you so, it's no surprise. We told you so, you can't deny it.
Welcome in, everybody. Anarchy, great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Long time no see. So we're gonna do a little show about Bent County today. We're taking a break. I have one announcement. I have one announcement for the people of Aguilar. The public restrooms are open. The public restrooms are open to the public. They've been open all day. They're still open right now. I don't know if they're going to shut them down for the night, whatever, keep bears out or whatever. But as it stands right now, public bathrooms are open.
That's right. We can't have no bears shitting in there.
Well, it would really kind of suck to go into the bathroom to just take a piss and there's a bear sitting in there, because I don't know if they'd be able to get out. Getting in is not a problem. Getting out might be a problem. We have John Denicola with us.
Evening, gentlemen. Evening, everybody.
What's up, John?
Oh, snap. I'm dropping stuff
Oh,
over here.
Oh, don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't
need to be dropping stuff.
This show has been brought to you guys by Jake Six and the Bent County Commissioners. So the word of today is accountability.
Accountability? No. Well, hold on. I think Jake has a statement for accountability. I think he's got a statement on accountability.
Him and Bill screaming, ah! Oh, poor Bill. What do you keep letting this guy get you into? Goodness.
I'm telling you.
Man.
So we called down there, and when I mean we, I mean every single one that you see on the panel tonight has called, plus some, to Bent County to figure out if Ryan Sellon is still a deputy. After a little while of digging and whatnot and so forth, we see that his post certification is still good. We went to go and try and find out when his next court date was, and man, we couldn't find anything. It was really hard, and we gotta thank John Denicola over here for all the hard digging he did to get this information, because apparently it was buried.
They definitely didn't make it easy.
Yeah. Sweep. And there's
right?
No talk about it in Bent County, right? Like no release from any government officials saying whether he is or isn't working there, right? Is he on administrative leave possibly? Is he got a lot of vacation days?
Well, I mean,
what's the case?
Well, I don't know, but we've also got confirmation that he was working at a gas station too.
Huh. Yeah. So is he getting double paid?
I don't know.
Are we giving him some administrative leave and letting him work? That way he can get ahead of everybody?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out who posted his bail.
Oh.
You
don't know who posted his bail yet?
Oh, no. Shut it down. All right, I'm going to have to bring it back up. I hit the wrong button.
It would seem that, it's going to do that, bro. It's going to do that. Just so you know, it's going to do that again. But it would seem that the bail was posted from his fire department insurance, right?
Well, that's
who took the liability.
The original information that we got, and it was really weird type of information.
Yeah, because he's a fireman, guys.
Fireman, sheriff. He's a man of many. I figured out that the people in government out here are people of many hats.
Many hats.
Like their many hats.
And if all else fails, work at the gas station.
Right?
I think we're to the point where all else fails. Because we was able to pull this up. John found this. And dang. So anybody looking for the status? Anybody out there want to know the status or no? Or are we boring you guys already?
I think we're boring them already.
I think we're barring them already. I mean, they could probably get this kind of stuff, from Jake Six, I'm sure.
Well,
He'd help them out. Yeah.
you would think, but we couldn't even get a press release today. Apparently, he was out of the office, even though we have confirmation that he was in the office.
Well, Raul, I'll tell
Jake,
you
got a
too,
mole, man.
with the bail, Raul, somebody still paid $25,000 cash. Okay, so it was a $250,000. They worked it down with bail bondsman and the fire department's insurance taking liability. They still had to pay $25,000. Now, where do you think that $25,000 came from?
Well, I mean, rumor mill, allegedly, supposedly, is that Jake went around town and raised the money. Are you able to raise money for bail?
Wow.
Like
Wow.
I was told that lawyers can't even raise money for their clients. So can sheriffs raise money for other sheriffs?
Jake's a hell of a guy. He went all the way around town and raised money, $25,000 to get his buddy out. Man, that's a good story. That's a good story. I heard that Jake went to Ryan's house and got it from underneath the trailer and in a duffel bag.
Oh man.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor I heard.
Well,
Yeah. It was that duffel bag money.
Well, I don't know. There's a couple rumors going around. Another rumor going around is it came out of the funds of the sheriff's department.
Oh, the sheriff's. So the county bailed him out, maybe. I don't know. What county would bail a cop out in another state, man? Come on.
I don't know,
Especially
but I was
one that beat up a cop.
Well, I was looking at the budget, and I didn't see anywhere in the police budget for bail money.
Like that, yeah. I didn't. I mean, especially like anything said in there, $25,000 allotted for bail or something. For when our cop beats a cop. Because that happens. Back to blue till it happens to you, right? Like prime example. Did the taxpayers pay for Jake to travel to post bail? Well, I can guarantee you that the taxpayers paid for Jake to travel. I can guarantee you that much. That's fact. The taxpayers did pay for Jake to travel.
But that's because Jake had to go out and fix the mess.
And I'll speculate to the tune of about 20 grand is what was reported back. Taxpayers' dollars for Jake to travel out there. And not I can't say it was to post his bail, even though bail seemed to have been posted about that time. He had to retrieve your guys' property. Your transport vehicle was out there. Can't just leave it in California. The fucker won't have tires and rims by the next day. I mean, so he had to go retrieve the damn police vehicle. So, I mean, for 20 grand, he probably could have bought another one, but hey, I'm not the one in charge of the purse strings. That'd be your commissioners.
Well, that kind of brings up another question: is who drove it back? Did he bring another deputy out to drive it back? Did he have Selin drive it back? Because clearly,
no, him and another ranking deputy went out and retrieved the inmate that they were originally after. What my sources say. So, but yeah, the taxpayers paid for him to go. There's no doubt about that. Raul was paying for Jake's $20 eggs. And I heard Jake's a real egg sucker. So, I mean, Like six eggs for breakfast or something. Got to keep his figure up.
California
Yeah,
vacation. Absolutely right, Raul.
exactly. Nice, right?
And I mean, okay,
Nice.
so
Hey,
this guy is scheduled for a felony conference. What was it again? Hold on, we gotta go up here.
Felony settlement conference.
A felony settlement conference.
oh, I think I know what that is.
But these are the charges that he was arrested with: assault on a person causing GBI, which is pretty violent. Great bodily injury, false imprisonment, prevent, dissuade witness. Is that kind of like tampering with a witness?
So,
I believe it's more
yeah,
on the lines of witness intimidation.
Oh, well, those are some
yeah.
pretty freaking serious charges. I mean, that's the filed charges.
Don't be a witness. Don't be a
The
witness.
the alleged charges. I love this. I love how the cops always throw in their allegedlys.
Yes,
Allegedly,
it is.
felony
All
probation
parties
shall
are
not be
innocent until proven guilty, except Jake. Jake's guilty. All
granted.
right. And
I do.
here I have a definition for you. I have a definition here for you. I'll play it. Hold on.
You have reached the Benton County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Hold on. That's the longer one. This one here. That's the right one.
May I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm calling about a case SWF 2400939, and I just had two quick questions for you. One, is a felony settlement conference open to the public? And two, is that just kind of a fancy way of saying contemplation of a plea deal?
Absolutely. So, yes to both your questions. The public is allowed and open to attend a felony settlement conference. And then they are trying to essentially come to an agreement with the DA and the public defenders on what sentencing should be to essentially avoid a trial.
Okay. I appreciate the time, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye now.
Hey, Betty, great to see you.
So that is the definition for felony settlement conference. In layman's terms, he's trying to negotiate it out the best he can with as many charges as he got. And there can be multiple settlement conferences, and they are open to the public. So should be able to
I think,
go online.
well, not to cut you off, but I also think you also have to have the takeaway. And if you listen to the back end of what she said, it's in contemplation of a plea deal to avoid having this go to trial in an open court, right?
Right.
So in
Trial
other
in open
words,
court. Exactly. Because
you
these
know,
are some hella charges to go open court. So,
and if you scroll back up, I thought something
and
that
he's
was
already
pretty
got the one charge off there, right? He was already able to work the
Right,
one charge off.
hold it. Go look at the bottom here under the description, right? If you look at the bottom, it says alleged charges. Hold up, go back up just a hair to the last two, right there. The PC 1203. Look at what they put down here. The felony probation shall not be granted, right? And then underneath that one, for the other one, it says engaged in violent conduct and is a serious danger to society.
And yet
I'm
it's
sorry.
still not been fired, right? Like he's still not been fired. We tried to find out, guys, for you. Has he been fired? My answer for that is going to have to be no. He has not been fired. It's publicly available and readily available information if the cop still works there. I'll tell you why it is a serious issue to me, because you see here that he is a serious, he's allegedly a serious danger to society, and he's labeled as a as a deputy there. Okay, he's on their webpage as a deputy, active still. Now, if he does something, what happens to the liability there? Right? Because if he is a danger to society, as alleged, what is he capable of doing? I've seen the fucking pictures of what he's capable of doing, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna post that other cop's picture up here because it's fucking sickening. He beat that dude to unrecognizable.
Gregory.
He really did. And on top of that, he snuck attack him. He's a bitch. He hit him from behind when the guy didn't even have a chance to defend himself. He is a fucking monster, in my opinion. Okay, and for them to not do anything about it, I mean, the county is assuming the liability of this guy right here. There's no qualified immunity, but that's only 25 grand. Anything over that, the county's still.
Yeah, but I'm sorry to cut you off again, but you got to remember something else. If, for the sake of argument, right, something does happen and he gets he gets arrested, or even if he gets charged, that 25 grand bond that they posted can be revoked by California, which means that money is gone.
Right, and the insurance fire department, yeah. I mean, this guy's working at a gas station. Somebody comes in and gets controversial with him. What's he going to do? Right? What's he going to do? And like I said, as far as the public knows, he is still a cop. He's still a cop.
Right. Because we all called and we all asked the same question. Is Ryan Sellon still on duty?
And hold on, Jake, because if you're listening, bitch boy, I know you're at the sheriff's department. I witnessed you and Monahan pulling in, so I don't know why you're avoiding our phone calls. Man up, grow a pair. We ain't gonna hurt you. We just want to talk.
Right.
We want answers. That's all. We got questions that we need answers to. That's it.
Now this here is a statement for increased bail, right? Like they didn't want to lower the bail. He tried to get the bail down, and they're like, no, and this is why. And they give this statement as to facts supporting why his fucking bail shouldn't be lowered. All right. We was able to obtain all this public information. California has been fairly forthcoming with requests. It all takes time and money, guys, but there's a whole team of us on this shit. The guy's a monster. He shouldn't be on the streets, my opinion, but I mean, if you can read this, then you'll see what I mean. I mean, this is
well, let's just read it, because it might be small for some people. They might be on their phones. They can't really read it. So we'll go off from Hargrove. This is the other officer that was involved in this. Jake did not want to release this information on who was actually attacked in this and who the other person was.
Who the victim of his cop was. Let's say how it is. Who the victim of his cop was.
Right. He is a victim. And in this statement here will tell you that he is a victim. So you've got Hargrove informed Officer Allen that on 5/21/2024, Sellon attacked him in their hotel room. The two were staying at the Courtyard Marriott located at 25419 Madison Avenue, Marietta, California, 92562. Hargrove said he and Sellon had been drinking and got into a verbal altercation. You know, I could have swore that was one of our alleged supposedlies that came through.
Ain't that what we said, guys? Ain't that what we said when we first dropped the ball on this motherfucker?
right?
Oh,
And we didn't even
damn.
have this information. We didn't have this information at the point in time. So we're pretty damn good. How do we do it, good citizen?
How do they do it?
How do they do it? So Hargrove said Hargrove said as he was on a video chat with his girlfriend, Samantha, he attempted to leave the room and was punched by Selin with a closed fist. Hargrove believed he was rendered unconscious due to him having no memory of the incident. So let's just take into account that maybe this guy got knocked out in one shot. One. Right?
And that
If
and
he
that
got-
is that is what it looks like too.
Let's
From
be
everything
clear.
that we're hearing, he was punched in the back of the head as he was leaving the room, and it put him out. One punch. That is what's believed to have happened here. And obviously there's supporting evidence to that, guys.
Hargrove informed me he spoke with his girlfriend Samantha earlier in the day, who told him Selin had physically assaulted him while he was on video chat with her. So he had assaulted Hargrove earlier, right? This wasn't the first time. Apparently, he had assaulted him earlier in the day. Okay. Inland Valley Hospital staff advised Hargrove sustained the following injuries: thoracic fracture, lumbar fracture, left and right side rib fractures, scalp hematoma, facial fractures, nose fractures. One punch did not cause all of that. So dude was knocked
Right.
out
Right.
and he got relentlessly beat.
Right. As he's unconscious, dude. That's what we're dealing with here. And remember, guys, he is still a cop. He's still a fucking cop. He's still a cop. Jake, why is this guy still a cop? He's still
Jake,
a cop, guys.
is this guy still on duty? Can I get a press release, Jake? I left my information with you with your admin staff. So
He is
like a press
proudly
release.
displayed on the Benton County page. If you go check him out, he is proudly displayed there. You will see this exact name, Ryan Selin. He's a cop. Yep, proudly displayed on the Benton County page. Oh, there's more.
There's 4 statements more. So I spoke with Officer Preston, who had spoken with Samantha at 0630 hours on 5/22/2024 via phone. I do believe that Samantha told Officer Preston at approximately 2300 hours on 5/21/2024 she received a text from Selin, who asked Samantha if she could keep a secret. Can you keep a secret?
Guys, keep it a secret, okay? Don't tell Jake we know.
Wouldn't it be nice?
'Cause we don't never show anything. All we do is talk shit and just, that's it. We just talk shit and we never provide any facts or anything like that. So just don't tell Jake about this or it'll ruin our whole reputation.
Right? What were you going to say, John?
Sorry. I said, wouldn't it be nice to see those text messages? Because if he texted her, those messages are now evidence in a criminal case. So at some point, they're going to have to come out.
Right?
Oh, I'm pretty
All right.
sure they've already got those. Yep.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Well, I can tell you when Samantha questioned the text, Selin sent Samantha a video of Hargrove unconscious on the hotel room floor. This motherfucker took video of it. Don't film the cops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't film the cops.
Don't forget the body cams, bro. For some reason, these idiots had their body cameras on as well, so those all got put in evidence also.
What the fuck are they doing running around with their body cameras on? Oh my god, that's gotta be
Drinking,
golden
drunk, running
footage,
around.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get that footage. Okay, so where was I? Selin sent Samantha a video of Hargrove unconscious on the hotel room floor and made a comment that him being on the floor was the result of one punch. When Samantha questioned the video, Selin told Samantha that Hargrove had got into his face. Selin told Samantha to not say anything regarding the video. Shh. I mean,
Don't talk about the video. Never mind the text messages. Don't talk about the video.
Right? Don't talk about that video. I mean, hide the evidence. Well, for a cop, he's pretty fucking dumb about his evidence handling, isn't he? I mean, that makes me want to question evidence handling at this point, because the guy created evidence by
This is Jake's friend. Don't talk bad about him.
Well,
this
no,
is Jake's friend, dude.
Trying to figure out the logic. Hold on. So I'm doing this logically. Okay. So logically, you're a cop. You should know how evidence is handled and how it's acquired. And yet you create not only written evidence, but video evidence, and then try to cover it up. How about you just start with not creating the evidence?
Or don't punch your partner in the back of the head like a little bitch. What a little bitch, bro. The dude was leaving the room. He had his back turned to him and he fucking punches him in the head and then thinks he's tough for doing so. What a fucking little bitch.
And then on top of it, totally demolishes this guy while he is apparently unconscious.
Right. When the guy can't fucking fight back, he's fucking incapacitated, passed out, probably fucking snoring. Dude, cops are fucking stupid, dude, but I kind of laugh because it's cop on cop, right? Like, these guys are both dumb. They shouldn't have been fucking drinking to begin with. And the whole reason for this fight, I guess they fucking had it coming, didn't they? So I kind of laugh about this situation as much as it sucks. It kind of had to happen so everybody in the world could see what kind of monster this guy is.
Hey, crap.
If he'll do that to another fucking cop, imagine what he'll do to a civilian, guys. I'm just saying.
Hey,
well,
right?
It seems to me it's kind of hard for you to justify a lumbar injury, which is a lower back injury, right? And try and claim that was from one punch.
Right. Well, and then on top of that, broken ribs. We'll go back up. Sorry. Thoracic fracture. Do you know what that actually consists of? A thoracic fracture? First of all, he was a young, like, this guy isn't like old. So he shouldn't, the thoracic should not be fracturing. That takes a lot. Like, I don't know, somebody stomping on you. I could totally see fucking Ryan. I mean, that's a big boy right there. I could totally see him causing that type of injury by stomping on the dude. And then you have the lumbar, and then the left and right rib fractures, scalp hematoma. That may have come from the punch. Facial fractures, nose fractures. Those could have fucking come from him falling forward.
You know, right. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think he got in a hell of a lot more hits than one.
Right.
My opinion there.
Kind of crazy,
because
man.
because it was in the heat. It was in the heat of this was a passion crime, guys. This was a passion crime. Whether they like it or not, that's what this was.
Well, and we're gonna go with our allegedly and supposedly again, and we're gonna say allegedly, supposedly, Samantha, who we've done a little background on, is married, and not to either one of these guys.
Dang it.
But allegedly, supposedly, she was both of their girlfriend.
I wonder if Jake knew that.
Well,
We
just
should ask
saying,
him.
we should. I mean, those were some of the questions that I would like to ask him, but right now I'm kind of stuck without
I think
asking
a
him
cat's
because
got
he
his
won't
tongue.
answer. He won't
He's
answer.
hey, dude, he's probably afraid to he's probably afraid to talk because Selim to put him out with one fucking punch, bro.
Dude, I mean,
You
after
ever think
seeing,
about it like that?
I would really, we have the photos of what this guy actually did, what the damage Selin actually did to the other officer, and I would be afraid. I mean, I deal with cops. Good Citizen deals with cops all the fucking time. I mean, hell, we were dealing with Trulio. That motherfucker tased a motherfucker in the face. But this guy, I would actually be afraid if I was by myself on a traffic stop with this guy and I wasn't live.
With this guy, you need about 20 cameras.
Right? Right? Because even if I was live, who's to say he wouldn't smash my phone and then fuck me up?
Give him a look. He's probably still got that badge on his dresser, guys. Give him a look. He's also the K9 handler. So understand that the county had to pay like $20,000 for that dog and all the training and all that bullshit. You guys are, as a county, you're losing a lot of fucking money because of this fuck up. Let's just be honest here. You are losing a lot of money because of this. And they're trying to hide it from you guys. They don't want the public to know about this. And Jake's super pissed off for telling you. So,
damn, we weren't the only ones that knew about that, Raul. Get the hell out of here. I thought we were the only ones that knew about that, but I thought we made that up.
Yeah, that where's the facts? Where's the facts? Go in there with a dripping dick, like here it is.
Oh,
like what do you got to do? That's the facts. That was a bad outbreak. Oh man,
worse than what Carolina got from Freddie Keebler. Worse. This guy, oh my gosh, this guy is he lost sight in one eye. We are going to give that information out. He lost sight in one eye because of the damage that was done. And we fully believe that because we can't get a hold of him for comment. He is refusing, just like Jake, to give any type of comment. But again, nothing has been released by Jake 6 about this. Nothing. Not a drip of information has been released about this.
The facial fractures are consistent. You're right about that part, Keeb. But we'll keep reading because there's more detail on how he done what he did. It's all in here. The proof is in the pudding, I mean, this was an official report. Again, to remind you guys, these are statements of why his bail should not be fucking lowered, but should be increased. They wanted to increase this shit. They did not want. They wanted to raise it 3 times from what it was. So,
right.
Basically, they wanted to give him $1 million bail.
Well, let's get to that. So, Samantha told Officer Preston that Selin FaceTimed her during the altercation. So So hold on a second. So he sent a video of the aftermath, but also FaceTime during this, right? And on FaceTime, Hargrove is heard telling Selin to get away from him. On FaceTime, Hargrove attempts to leave the hotel room, but Selin is preventing Hargrove from doing so. Samantha said Selin proceeds to punch Hargrove in the ribs approximately 8 times. Samantha told Officer Preston the initial argument started over a comment Hargrove made to Selin about the two of them having had a relationship with the same female. Oh, I forgot that was
And
in
it burned
this
when they
report.
pee. Yeah.
I
Damn,
forgot that
man.
was in this report. So,
Damn.
based on statements and the injuries sustained by Hargrove, which included a loss of consciousness and bone fractures, Officer Allen determined Selin was in violation of 243D PC / felony battery. Selin was later contacted by officers from Marietta Police Department and arrested. Now, let's add on to that little statement, because after the fact that Selin beat the crap out of him, apparently took video of it, apparently was FaceTiming during this whole fucking thing. On top of all of that, after it's done and Hargrove goes to the hospital, Selin picks up the inmate that they were supposed to originally pick up and started heading back. This motherfucker picked up the inmate that they were supposed to transport and started heading back. And then was told he needs to turn around and turn himself in. Hence, you have Jake Six go out on vacation to California and eat some $20 eggs and have a good old time and stay out there for a few days and then pick up the inmate and then transfer him over.
Yeah. I heard he took Monahan with him. So Monahan got a vacation too, huh?
Well, I actually, I don't know about you guys, but I have a question. So
and him and Monahan just rolled into the sheriff's department.
I don't think he heard you, John. John, go ahead.
Well, what I was saying is what you just said was that he grabbed the inmate and was headed back to Colorado. Why wasn't he charged with fleeing and eluding like anybody else would?
Well, because he turned himself in, John.
Doesn't matter. He still left the state. If he was leaving the state to avoid getting arrested.
Well, no,
can you imagine?
He wasn't. I don't.
Can you imagine bringing the inmate back and then being like, "Hey, I got to turn myself in. Can I leave the sheriff's department's van in your parking lot?"
Right. Well, and I don't think it was more of the fact that he wasn't going to get arrested. I think it was more the fact that he thought it was just. I mean, I think that goes to show for to a lot of people that that's a day-to-day thing for officers, obviously, is to get into a huge fucking fight and then get up the next fucking day and continue on with your job. It was no big fucking deal.
No big deal.
Yeah. I'm looking to put my partner in the hospital today, but tomorrow I'm going right back to work.
Right? It's all good. It's all good. We're bros, right? I only fucking beat the ever living fucking crap out of you. Wouldn't let you leave the room or anything. We're still boys, right? Back the blue, bro.
Back the blue. That's that blue line Punisher, boy.
Something that we haven't really touched on, and maybe we should kind of allude to it, is the fact that whatever happens, right, because Hargrove did lose sight in that eye, you can pretty much guarantee that Bent County is going to get smacked with a heavy lawsuit from any attorney that is worth their grain in salt. They're going to just bury these guys, and it's not going to be like a single digit $1 million deal. You know what I mean? This is a huge money deal.
And it'll
Well,
settle out of court. The taxpayers will pay for it, and they won't even know they ever did. Don't
later,
forget that
Keeler.
part.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
well, that depends on whether or not Hargrove signs a non-disclosure agreement too. You know what I mean? And we all know how that goes. Either they say, "Well, we paid it because we didn't want to have to pay our lawyers to defend against it in case we lost, but nobody can talk about it," or, you know, we just wanted to settle it out because it was easier that way.
right. Well, and I think that's what's going on is what's going to happen. In my opinion, my prediction is the fact that they're going to pay him out. They're going to settle. Bent County already has a reputation of settling, right? Especially out of court, because they don't want it to be public. So they're going to settle with this guy. They're going to give him a large amount of money, and then they're going to give him a full pension on top of it.
Right.
And that's all.
And
that's all at the taxpayer.
So to wrap this one up, though, they requested for his bail to be increased to $1 million. They didn't get it. Okay. So this paper here, that's the conclusion of it. This was written to try to get it raised to $1 million. They didn't get it raised to $1 million. It stayed at $250,000, and he posted that $25,000 cash, and the fire department insurance covered the liability on that. So that wraps that part up, right, guys?
I think that wraps that up. I think we've got a nice little update right there.
I mean, other than that, I mean, there's plenty of other things, but that specific form, that was what that was for. I don't want anybody to get it confused with the charges that we showed earlier, right? That was just a statement for an increase in bail requested. They want, so that's where all that he just read from came off from, guys. And they didn't get it.
We heard. Well, they didn't get it, but still, $250,000 is a pretty substantial amount of money.
Well, I mean, if the fire department's insurance is covering it, then what, And they got that duffel bag money, or the town gave Jake the money or something. They got $25,000 just laying around. I mean, that was easy. It sounded like.
Well, you got to think. I mean, this happened in less than 3 days. They were up there picking up the van, the prisoner, and him. So I mean, how do you come up with that kind of money in less than 3 days? That's a little.
Speaking of money, is he on paid leave right now? Right? Is he on paid administrative leave and working another job, guys? Is that what's happening? Because he's obviously not on shift. Like, we can tell you, he's not on shift, guys. He's not roaming the neighborhood. He's not out driving around in a sheriff's department car. We can say that for sure. But as far as is he still a cop, we can't tell you that he's not working for Bent Sheriff. Rocky Ford, he was a cop there, and they dropped him. He's gone. He's no longer a cop there. Basically, as soon as they heard about the charges, they didn't want that type of liability. He was like a backup, a fill-in or whatever for the Rocky Ford Police Department. Yeah, kind of not volunteer, but you know what I mean. Fill the holes in type deal. So he could pick up shifts there. So again, like, is he getting administrative leave, paid or unpaid? And if he is on administrative leave, how does he have another job? Everybody knows if you're on administrative leave, you can't go work somewhere else. Paid or unpaid, you're not allowed to go work somewhere else. You can be fired, go work somewhere else. But it does not appear he's been fired. There's been no statement that he's no longer a cop. If he pulls you over, just keep on going because he's a monster. Nothing like that has been stated. They just got him a job there at the gas station, and off he's been going about his life, Till somebody comes in there and upsets him, and then what? Then what?
Oh God forbid whoever goes into that store and steals a 40.
Right. And maybe, yeah, maybe they just need to wait until it's too late, you know? Maybe that's what it takes, you know? I mean, like, they knew this was coming too. Like, you can't tell me Jake didn't know this was coming when he sent the two of them together. I mean, Jake's guilty. So,
Well, I mean,
he made out great. He got a free fucking vacation, right?
maybe that was the plan. Maybe he needed a
I'm-
vacation and he told Selin to beat the shit out of fucking Hargrove. Maybe there was
Right,
an issue there.
And
I
we
think-
weren't really in the picture, so he figured the News Weasel would cover for him. And the News Weasel really did try to cover for him, guys. I don't know if you guys watched his stuff and heard the little phone call that he had with Jake, because Jake will talk to him. My nose is nowhere near brown enough. I think maybe you people and John have the same problem. I'm not sure, but
I got the same problem. I didn't get no phone call, but Mr. Seiko over there, he got a phone call. It was all edited to shit, but he got apparently a phone call, but still no information. Or at
he
least
ran
got the
with it.
two.
I'm sorry, at least that we know of, because the conversation was edited. I mean, you everybody that watches our stuff knows that when we put out a conversation, it's the full conversation.
Right. I got a conversation. I got a conversation.
Oh,
Let me see about here.
You have reached the Benton County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For jail, press 1. For dispatch, press 2. For administration, press 3. To repeat these options, press 4. Please wait a moment.
Wait a moment.
Benton County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, ma'am. I was wondering, could you tell me if Deputy Sellers is still active?
I can refer you that information to Jake, the sheriff. I truly am. I'm not in the loop.
Okay.
Can I get your name and your phone number, and I can have him call you?
Well, you have it on the caller ID.
Or it don't actually. It doesn't pop up on mine.
No, that's okay. I'll call back. I'll talk to Jake later then. Thank you, though.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that's not public information whether he's a cop or not. Probably anybody else you call down there and ask if they're a cop, that you probably get an answer, but not this guy.
Right.
Well, let's also be clear that at the time that call was made, Jake and I think the undersheriff were pulling into the parking lot or were in the building when I called, so they were there.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Monahan and the sheriff Jake pulling up. They just didn't want to talk. And yeah, I find it funny that the sheriff's department's out of the loop, that they got a fucking monster amongst their ranks.
Well, you can hear the hesitation in her voice. She wanted to answer the question, but she's not being allowed to. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. I mean, and again, this is all alleged. This is all speculation, but it sure sounded that way to me.
Well, it's not alleged or speculation, John. I mean, it's very well known that the police are not allowed to make certain comments to the public. I mean, they are to refer to higher ups before they answer certain questions. I mean, I've documented this many times. In fact, one of my best videos, I was asking why this guy was not correcting his boss. Why are you not correcting him? Why are you letting him act like a dick? And the guy would not respond to me. They are told not to answer questions like that because that's what a lawyer's for.
Yeah.
Or the sheriff or the chief or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody higher up than them.
Yeah. Or if you're the paid news, you know,
I don't know, but
I
this
guess
seems like
that's
an
where.
expensive date, bro. Like, I mean, how many thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are we talking here now? Right? And let's not mention who's covering his attorney. We ain't even touched that part yet. But
Well,
oh
that gets
my,
covered by the taxpayers.
that's what I'm looking at, dude. Like, it's like, woo, Bent County's getting bent over. Thank your commissioners, guys. Thank your commissioners for
You know,
allowing
and that's
this.
funny. It's what you know. That kind of brings up a serious point, though, because you know, in California, when we talked to the courthouse in California, she said that it's supposedly a contemplation between the prosecutor and the public defender, right? Well, what happens if he has that public defender withdraw and he uses his own counsel, right? Who's paying for that counsel to come in and take over for the public defender in California? Guess who's paying for that if it's coming out of the sheriff's department? The people of Bent County and every taxpayer. So again, we're right back in the same boat. They're spending more money upon more money upon more money on a bad, clearly a case that's.
Well, and that seems to be the deal with all like government or law enforcement. I mean, look at we'll just jump over to Aguilar as an example. They want what was it? The reparations.
Yeah, they need
Restitution.
reparations.
They want
that too.
they want reparations for people chalking, right? And it's restitution. I'm messing around. It's restitution. They want restitution for supposed damages, and the damages would be that people had to clean up the chalk. And just to let you know, they're not cleaning up the chalk anymore. They're going to let the rain do it. So, anyways, you know, they go to any length to sit there and try and protect something so fucking stupid. Or they go to any length to protect anyone in their ranks, regardless how dangerous they are.
Right. He's a personal friend of Jake's, right? Like everybody knows that. It's not breaking news or nothing. They're friends. So he's gonna try to keep him there. You know, and it's looking like Jake don't have a whole lot of cops. He's the laughing stock out there in California. I mean, he had to fly out there, fucking taxpayers' dollar, you know. From what I hear out there, they think Jake's pretty funny, and they love our funny little clips about him too. So we'll have to keep that up.
Well, we heard that in Bent County too.
Yeah, even Bent County, they like him. But yeah, Jake is kind of the laughing stock right now. I think he might be having a hard time keeping cops.
I can't understand why.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm thinking
Got a
that
mole in his hole. So I mean, Jake, you did not get the mole yet, just so you know.
And let's just be clear that his short staff isn't because of firings. His short staff is because of people leaving. Hey Jake, those people aren't the mole. Just to let you know, the people that have left, they're not the moles. So you still got a mole in your hole.
Tiny mole. Right?
And folks,
I
if
don't
you
know,
need a
man.
good ass kicking, just apply to Jake Six in the Sheriff's Department of Bent County.
Right.
He's got the shiny things. You know?
Well, listen, I hate to cut my time short here with you guys, but I got a commitment that I have to be at.
We were going to only do an hour show anyways. So thank you for coming up, John. We greatly appreciate
All
it.
right, guys. I will catch up with you folks later. Everybody that came into the chat, thank you. Good night, and I will see you.
Have a good night, bro.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like John said, it's time to cut this down. We only wanted to do a nice little hour show for Jake. Hey Jake, you still can give us a press release tomorrow, it's okay, buddy. I know it's after hours, but you can give us a press release tomorrow. We'd love to see the press release. Other than that, everybody, thank you for coming in. Raul Lola, Oklahoma Outlaw Audits, Keebler, Gail Lawson, Betty, Crafty Cat. We got Joko, we got Gregory, we got, my thing's messing up. Anarchy Television. We had a bunch of people in here chatting. Thank you very much. Everybody that's gonna watch this back, thank you for watching it back. And we will definitely catch you on the flip side. Jake, we love you, Jake. You still got a mole in your hole. Find it.
It's all love, brother.
The child's business. It's not the child's business. Don't poke the dog. You're not from here. You Where's the tyrant we had feared? Like Houdini, they disappeared. Once ruled with an iron fist, now all they do is throw little fits. They thought they were strong, turns out they were wrong. When they try to take us out, they end up tearing their hair out. Law and order, we're bringing it back, as long as the council stays on track. United we stand, divided we fall, still looking for that justice for all. Used to loom so big and tough, all they were huff and no puff. The echoes of our words now haunt them, the things they tried to push behind them. We once trembled in their wake, now we see they were fake. Are the audits real or just pretend when there's no real proof to send?